Okay, I'm in my camper today, trying to get this TV lift done and the countertop that goes with it. I just installed a wireless switch for this. I did have a one-touch controller where I was trying to get it to just touch it once and it would go up, and then touch it again and it would go down, but I never could get it working right because of the stroke of the electric actuator that I used was too big for the controller or something. So I just did a wireless deal, and this is pretty neat. You just push the button and it'll go down. When you push the other button, it goes up. I think this will work better because if I'm sitting in the chair and I just want to close the TV and look out the window, I can do that right from sitting down. I won't have to get up. And this thing is, I don't know what it's doing, but sometimes it's doing a glitchy thing or a stutter. But this got this cheap off eBay. I'll probably get another one or just keep working this and see what's going on. Maybe it'll work the stutter out, or I'll get a new one. You see how it stutters there, and so that's the way I'm going to do the TV lift. Just going to do it with a remote. So now that I got, I guess I'll show you this is the controller. It's just a reversible switch, and it's just got 4 wires. You got a power, you got a ground, then you got the power and ground for the actuator, and all it does is reverses the polarity, and the actuator goes up and it goes down when you push these buttons. So it's pretty simple. I'm happy with that. And I'm going to go on now and put the final trim across there. Then I got to level this countertop out and screw it down, and I'll be done with that. Then I can move on. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to finish the interior of this. Probably going to have to leave this without trim and without cabinets and stuff, and just finish up the necessities and get the outside done, get it sealed up so I can get this out and start using it. Then maybe this winter I'll bring it back in here and finish up all the details, but probably that's what I'm going to have to do to get this thing usable this summer. So I'm going to start cutting my deals for this. I'm going to do 1.5 inches, kind of like I did there, only that's 2 inch, but I'm going to do a little smaller lip on this one. And I got a piece of oak, I got to trim it down and get started installing that. Well, here's my piece of oak. It's a select grade. I got it All American. the local one. I'm gonna just trim this down to 1.5 inches, 2 strips to 1.5 inches. This is 6 foot long. Should be more than enough for what I need. Hopefully my blade isn't too dull on my table saw here, and get this into strips. Okay, I dug my homemade router table out of the junk, and I've already went through and I rounded over the edge on one of my strips of oak. I got another one I got to do here, and looks like I got a bad piece right here, so I have to make sure I don't use this end. That's what you get for buying select oak. That's select, huh? Okay, I'm gonna run this through, figure out which way I want this sitting, and probably have that end up because it's a nicer end. So I'll figure out which corner I gotta round over, and I'm gonna run it through there. Got my little round over bit on my router, and have these both rounded over, then I'll be able to trim them to size. Simple as that. Nice round over. Ready to be put on the countertop. Okay, I got my first piece of trim here on. That was too blunt of a corner, so I just kind of notched that off, and then I'll round that off. You see my blade's dull, I burnt it up, but I'm going to sand it and kind of round it anyway. So this is the hardest side, so that's the side I started with. I measured the angle of this, so then I cut the angle here, so it's just going to be a straight piece from there, and then a 45, and then there'll be another 45, and it'll go back to there. So that's the hard part. Should be over with now. Okay, got my second piece of trim on. Kind of had a gluey mess there, but ready to finish up my other piece. And I just stuck it underneath it, marked my spot there, and I'm going to cut it out. Alrighty, she's all done now. And that's pretty much it for this, except for I gotta do some sanding. Finish sanding on this. I'm not gonna do anything else. I was going to do some stuff to the back of the lift, but you can't even see it. Even when you're standing over here, it's hard to see anything on the TV lift. And the whole idea of having the lift is when I don't want to see it, it goes down underneath there anyway with a push of a button. So if I don't want to see it, I'll just put it in the cabinet. So this is finally done, and like I said, I'm going to round this off, and that's burnt because of I need new blades on my. Actually, I need new blades on everything. But this is done. On to the next thing. I believe I'm going to. I got to finish up the roof. I got some wires I got to run. I'm going to run wires to the bedroom for a power vent. This never even had a vent in the bedroom, but I'm going to put one in there. I got to wire up this light right here because I added that one. It's got 3 lights now on the outside, on this side. Probably just going to finish up the wiring. If I won't do no videos, just do that. Then I believe I can slap down insulation in there and then start putting the plywood down. This is pretty much going to get this sealed up so I can pull it out and use it, and then I'll pull it in and finish up all the detail stuff later on. When I first started this project, I had all kinds of fancy stuff I was going to do to this, and satellite and all kinds of stuff, but it's not going to happen. I'm going to make it a nice camper, but it's not going to be all fancy because I just don't have the money to put all the fancy stuff in there. But it's still going to be a nice camper, and it's just not going to have all the fancy stuff that all the fancy campers have. But it'll work. It's going to be nice. So I guess that's it. Finally finished up the tabletop here for the TV lift. Finally, after I don't know how many months, it's been 6, 7, 8 months maybe now. But she's done now except for some sanding. Gotta level it out and screw it down. And she's done except for the finish. Don't know when that's gonna happen, but I guess that's it for this video, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one.